Welcome to the Conference Connection, your go-to place to get the scoop on what conferences are coming up that you need to know about. Here are your hosts, Paul Faust, president of Ring Boost, and Seth Price, founder of BluShark Digital and managing partner of Price Benowitz.
Hey, how you doing? Paul Faust, Seth Price here with another episode of the Conference Connection. Here bringing you all the latest, greatest, what conferences are coming up, where they are, who's hosting them, and why you should go. And we also have a special guest today, but I'll let Seth introduce himself too, and then we'll go from there.
We got Tim from Vista, and Tim has been a dear friend for a number of years, runs a really, really great group that parachutes into law firms, helps figure out where things are dysfunctional, and actually works on fixing those. In addition to that, he, along with Bill Biggs, have this incredible leadership summit, which is coming up, which I've been to multiple times, spoken at multiple times. Really an incredible group of people. And what I think is amazing about it is not only is it high-level content, but people bring their teams, and the team gets empowered along with the principal. So, Tim, tell us a little bit about what you got planned for this leadership summit.
Yeah, well, look, thank you both for the kind words. I'm encouraged. We've got a great event coming up. It's the Vista Law Firm Leadership Summit that Bill Biggs, part of our team, hosts with us. We've got a tremendous lineup of leaders that are going to be speaking and emerging leaders. We've got some outside of the industry speakers that we're very excited about, and we got some inside the industry speakers who we're fortunate enough to get to our event. It's all about leadership, and to still steal one of Bill Biggs' taglines is that every problem is a leadership problem. And this event is totally focused on providing leaders support, providing emerging leaders skill sets and characteristics for them to reach for. It's not just for the top of the pyramid law firm executives or owners. It's for the emerging leader in your paralegal department, the emerging leader in your demand writing department, or whatever it happens to be in your intake department. This is all about how to do it, how to gain followers, and how to have influence. And we're pretty pumped about it. The two outside the industry speakers that we have this year is Mark Sanborn. That name may be familiar. He wrote a book called The Fred Factor, and several, and I'll say many, but other books. But The Fred Factor I read in like 2005 and has had just a great influence on my life. And also Rachael Druckenmiller, who is a TED Talk veteran, keynote speaker, and her target is all about leadership. And I'm going to say she happens to be female, but it's not just about female leadership. You know, I believe that there's a dearth of that in our industry. We also have several leaders, female leaders in the industry that will be talking as well. So I'm just pumped about it. One last thing, and then I'll move on, is we have Chris Seeger, who's named partner in Seeger Weiss, huge mass tort firm. We've done a good bit of work with Chris and his firm. He doesn't get out and speak much. I had to twist his arm a little bit to get him here, but he not only leads MDLs and the lawyer part, if you will, of in the legal industry at a very high level. He was the lead on NFL concussion, Vioxx with Lanier, you know, just huge in that. But Chris also leads the firm. He leads the business side of that. He has people that he works with that report to him, but he is a very good business guy as well, and we're going to zero in on that.
So, Tim, if you could briefly let people know, where is the event, dates, how do they register? Are there still spots open? How do they get in? Calls, just let people know how they can join the event. It's not too late.
Definitely spots open. We're at the Aria in Las Vegas, April 29th through May the 1st. That's upcoming in 2 weeks. Go to our website, which is the best place to sign up. It is www.vistact.com. That's vistaconsultingteam.com, vistact.com. You can get right in. There's plenty of spots available. Unfortunately, our room block is out, but there is there are rooms available at the Aria.
Well, Paul would just sleep at Carbone, so I think that's okay for him. But
Yes.
we I got to say that we did exactly that. We had our head of intake and head of ops come out, and it really was empowering. They both happened to be female, but they really got a lot out of it, and they came back pumped, and it was definitely a seminal moment in their growth. And secondly, not to take anything away from Tim, but I just had the pleasure of spending last Friday with Bill Biggs at a mastermind. And any time you get with Bill is just amazing. So the fact that you're going to get unadulterated Bill for, a good chunk of time is worth the flight out there.
We're tickled to death about that. I'm going to say one other thing that's going to be very interesting is my friend Ken Hardison of Pilma fame. He and I are going to be talking about the last 15 years of this industry. He and I both started our businesses about the same time. And what we've seen change. This is the actual title is not just the Leadership Summit. It's Disrupt or Be Disrupted. And we're going to, Ken and I are going to talk a lot about what we've seen change over the years, and what is coming into existence now, and a look into the future. So I'm really pumped about that with Ken.
That is great. We're going to try and have Ken on the next episode, maybe later this week or next week, because Pilma's coming up in New Orleans in May. One of the great summits. People always ask, I will be at Vista and Pilma. People always ask me, are you speaking? Yes, I will be speaking at Vista. I'll be speaking in the hallway, in the bathroom, at the bar. Anytime you see me, I will be speaking. The only spot I will not be speaking from is the stage. So yes, you can come see me speak. Probably both of those. So I'm excited to be there. Please, these are the important conferences to be at. It's not just the speakers. It's the attendees. It's any vendor sponsors. It's the holistic group of what this industry is about. I encourage you to be there. I look forward to seeing everybody there. Please register, reach out if you have any more questions. Reach out to me, Seth, Tim. Let's get everyone out there.
Thank you so much, guys. It's a pleasure. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there and the rest of the attendees. It'll be a blast.
Thank you for tuning in to the
so much,
Conference
Tim.
Connection.
Okay.
Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you for our next episode.